Hi everyone, I'm Chris and I'm here with Steve.
Hi everybody.
Today we're going to talk about the relationship between your sales and your marketing teams, because that's really important. Even when you're a small business and you're kind of doing both, you have to kind of treat them as individual teams in some way, don't you? You know, you've got to distinguish the difference between selling and marketing your business.
Yeah, I mean, all through my career, right, sales and marketing have been just different gene pools, different DNA, and many of you know I came from more of a sort of corporate background where I had a marketing team and a sales team, and that meant it was very clearly defined the activities and actions that they undertook. Now I'm on my own and I am the sales and the marketing team.
Yeah.
I can see that almost Jekyll and Hyde and schizophrenic relationship at play, because one thing is telling you something and one is telling you something else. But one of the risks is that you sort of default to your preferred, and your preferred could be that you like to market, and your preferred could be you like to sell. And remember, this is the sales mindset group, and what we might be struggling a bit here is our sales mindset, right? So we might be falling a little bit back into that marketing. And the point for a smaller business is, are you just marketing yourself and wondering why nobody is buying from you, right? So let me give you a couple of real examples. Social media is an amazing vehicle, but is it social marketing or is it social selling?
Is there a worry with people out there that distinguishing the difference between the two? Because you think when you put a post out on social media and someone buys, oh, well that was just down to selling. But it wasn't, it was down to marketing, and then your sales team kicked in to convert it.
Yeah, I mean, in the social media side of things, it's becoming far more defined, right? And prospecting is becoming clear. So let me just qualify both of those. 60% of the buying decision is made online before a seller is even invited to have a conversation. So that means if you aren't marketing yourself with a sales message online, you're in the smaller percentage, right? So there's a really important thing around marketing and selling socially coming together. And then the other one is, if you think about prospecting, in the days gone by, prospecting was probably email campaigns. Well, before that, it was knocking on doors. That's when I did it, right? But now it's a combination of things. So marketing has evolved to be what they call omni-channel, everywhere. And you've almost got to be present everywhere. So the line between marketing and sales is becoming thinner and blurred. Therefore, the benefit of that for us as smaller business owners is we can control that. So I see it as a huge benefit. You know, having in my old shell world marketing and sales meant that it created silos. It meant that we didn't talk to each other. Well, I can't avoid talking to myself, but now the line is so thin that I've just got to make sure that my marketing has a selling message to it.
In some ways, it can also be a bit difficult, can't it? Because back when you got your marketing silo and your sales silo, your marketing might say one thing, and then your selling team will be like, well, no, actually, we can't do that.
Yeah.
You know, that was mismarketed,
Yeah.
and so it actually gets sold at the price it should be. Now, as a small business, you say something in your marketing, you instantly feel obliged to sell it at that price, even though it was a mistake in your marketing.
Well, I mean, and that's a really good point you raise. I mean, there's got to be an absolute correlation between your marketing messages and your marketing effort to the value of the service or product, and therefore the price you charge. And where I see quite often the disconnect is that people would spend quite a bit of effort in marketing their products and then completely mismatch the price or the offer. So you could be really effectively building brand awareness through your social media work or your combination around prospecting. You could be really sort of that leading voice in your industry at all of your networks and your associations. But when it comes down to your sales skills, you really quickly tumble and defer to price. So having strategies that, and not strategies, having just a clear message that we are marketing at the high end, therefore we are a high value player, or we're marketing at a commodity base, and therefore we are a numbers player, is a really important distinguishing your marketing. So you have the control as a business owner to be able to say, what am I?
Yeah, and whether you've got a big team and you tell people to work together but keep your marketing and sales along their own path, or whether you're just one person in a small business, your sales and marketing got to have that appreciation. We're marketing to the higher brow, so we need to make sure our sales price stays high.
Yeah, and just be consistent with that.
Yeah.
And that's the mindset piece again, right?
So I heard the other day someone say, are you selling without marketing? What does that mean? How do you sell without marketing something? Can that exist?
Well, I guess it's hard. I guess with the 60% comment, it becomes even harder. But there are people like me who are probably more sales orientated than marketing oriented, right? And therefore, my inclination is to believe that my sales methods, my sales approach, my sales skills will magically come to the top and I'll be successful.
So do you mean more in spoken word and interacting with people than actually handing over a flyer?
Well, yeah, a little bit. I mean, there's a perception you build around yourself, right? That my skills are sales, give me an opportunity and I'll close it. But what happens is that you're not creating the opportunity because you're not marketing. Yeah. And you know, I have seen this. I mean, I'm sure many of you have been to networking events, right? Which is a pure form of marketing. But have you heard people that are not clear in their pitch about what it is that they are selling? And they sit down and you go, well, I'm not sure what that is. Well, actually what that person is doing is they are relying on their skills of sales over their skills of marketing.
Yeah.
So it does happen, but it is a lot harder. And it's a lot harder to achieve results.
I recently realised that I'm a bit like that as well because I went home to see my grandparents and my nan said to me, she goes, Chris, I know you're successful, so she knows I can sell well. She goes, do you work in finance? So obviously I've never marketed to her because obviously I don't work in video and social media. Yeah. So yeah, my marketing wasn't strong, but my sales was.
Well, I mean, totally. And those of you that have watched my journey over this year, you would have seen the branding, the Sales Mindset Coach come about. And that came about because we needed to work out the marketing position.
Yeah. And
therefore it is really important that you land these three things we've spoken about in almost in the sort of the in a line, that you know the difference between selling and marketing in your business, and you are actually always pushing them in parallel, that actually you're clear about where it is you're playing and your from a marketing perspective, and your selling activity matches that. And actually, yes, you can sell, but it's hard work if you're not marketing at the same time to create leads and opportunities.
Well, we're pretty much there for time this week, but just it's interesting to know. Give us a thumbs up if you think you're more marketing, and give us a heart if you think you're more sales. And let's see what people are. Yeah. So are you more marketing or are you more sales? You can't be both. We just want to know, do you think you're more of a marketer within your business or more of a salesperson in your business? And if that divide happened, which one would you fall into?
You've got to choose one, right?
You've got to choose one. Yeah. You can't be one. We talked about the divide. We talked about having the two teams that work together. Yeah. Even if it's in your own mind, you're a small business. So if you were in one of the teams, would you be in marketing or would you be in sales? Would you be in thumbs up or would you be in hearts?
That's a great question.
Yeah? So let's see how that goes. Want to thank you for watching this week. Next week we're going to be coming back and talking about incorporating customer feedback.
Okay.
which is a good one. You ready for that?
I'm ready for that one.
Yeah? Okay. So thank you all for now for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next week.